You've probably seen this before, right? Maybe at the gym, in a suitcase, or on your For You page. Liquid I.V is everywhere. It's not water, it's not Gatorade, it's hydration. And somehow it convinced a generation that plain water just isn't enough. The brand says it hydrates you faster than water. The science says, kind of. But what it definitely does faster than anything else is sell. Let's start with what's actually inside. Liquid I.V uses a formula called oral rehydration solution. ORS for short. It was developed by the World Health Organization to treat dehydration from diseases like cholera. In plain terms, a mix of water, sodium, glucose, and potassium. That's it. It works by using sugar and salt to pull water into your bloodstream more efficiently. Liquid I.V just repackaged this medical formula for the average consumer and gave it a name that sounded like it belongs in a lab. The term Cellular Transport Technology, it's not proprietary, it's branding. There's no breakthrough here. It's basic hydration science dressed up like skincare. Does it work better than water? Technically, yes, if you're dehydrated, hungover, or running a marathon. But most people are using it after a walk around the block. Liquid I.V took a clinical formula and turned it into a lifestyle product. The pitch wasn't just about hydration, it was about optimizing your body, staying productive, and recovering faster. It wasn't sports nutrition, it was burnout prevention. They nailed the millennial Gen Z aesthetic. Bright colors, clean fonts, personal wellness over athletic performance. It slotted neatly next to collagen peptides, green powders, and everything else that says, quote, "You're not tired, you're just dehydrated." The brand exploded. Celebrity investors like Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber backed it. And in 2020, Unilever, whatever the hell it is, one of the largest consumer good companies on the planet, bought Liquid I.V for an estimated $400 million. By then, it wasn't just a hydration brand, it was a wellness brand, and that sells. Here's the part that really works. It's cheap to make, easy to ship, and hard to resist. One box has 16 packets and sells for $25 to $30. The ingredients, a few cents per packet. That is a massive margin. They launched DTC, or direct to consumer, but quickly scaled into retail. Now they're everywhere. Costco, CVS, Walmart, Target. I can't even lie, I've bought them before. And when you compare that to Gatorade, big bottles, heavy shipping, refrigeration, Liquid I.V skipped all that. Power is efficient. The genius wasn't in the formula, it was in understanding the moment. People wanted wellness, people were burned out, and no one wanted to carry 32 ounces of a neon sports drink. But the hype comes with criticism, and it's not exactly subtle. I mean, just look at the sugar in one of these things. It has the same amount of sugar as, a small Gatorade. Not a deal breaker, but if you're drinking it daily, it definitely adds up. And that $1.75 per packet, you could make the same thing at home with salt, sugar, and lemon juice for pennies. Then there's the packaging. Every serving is a single-use plastic stick. Multiply that by millions of orders and suddenly wellness feels a little less clean. Competitors saw the gold rush. Now the hydration aisle is crowded. Some lean into low sugar, some are, subscription only. And others like LMNT go after the keto crowd with zero sugar and lots of salt. The brand isn't unique, it's just ahead for now. It didn't take long for Gatorade to notice. It's been testing powder packets and new hydration lines to stay competitive. Liquid I.V might have refined hydration, but now it's being copied by the people who built the category. And consumers are getting smarter. They're reading labels. They're asking if they actually need these powders after all.
I don't know why it is so hard for people to understand that Liquid I.V is pure cane sugar.
It's a tricky place to be. Too niche and you're a wellness trend, too broad and you're just water with sugar. Liquid I.V made hydration a category, but categories can be taken. Liquid I.V didn't reinvent water, it reinvented how we think about it. It's not a scam, but it's definitely not a miracle. It's just powdered water sold to people who want to feel better and, cure their hangover. And in a world that sells performance over reality, that's more than enough. Thank you guys for watching. And this is the first video I've done where I actually am showing my face. So we'll see how this does. But hopefully you enjoyed it. And let me know in the comment what kind of videos you want to see next. But yeah, that's it for me. And I will see you guys in the next one.